Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson. Okay, open your maths book and I want you to write the short date. Today is the 23rd of the 2nd, 2021. Underneath that, you can write our learning objective, which is to represent fractions. So you can pause the video and do that now. We're going to start off today by looking at something that we did last half term. Okay, we're going to focus on some division. So here's an example that we'll go through together and then you can have a go yourselves. So this represents a sum. So we have 3 plates, 1, 2, 3, and each plate has the equal amount of donuts on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So how many equal groups do we have? The groups are the plates. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 equal groups. How many are there in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 donuts in each group. And how many are there altogether? There are 3 lots of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 altogether. Okay, so there are 3 equal groups, there are 4 in each group, and there are 12 altogether. What sums could we use to show that? So how would we use the times? 3 times 4. We've got 3 lots of 4 donuts and that equals 12 altogether. If we were going to do a division sum, remember your biggest number always comes first. Your biggest number here is 12. 12 divided by what? So the 12 is going to be divided by each group. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 groups. And that gives us 4. So 12 donuts divided by 3 plates equals 4 on each plate. We can also show this as a repeated addition sum. So 4, add 4, add 4. So we would have the 4 3 times to represent each plate. So plate 1 plus plate 2 plus plate 3. And we know that that will give us 12. So build it, say it, calculate it. Let's see if you can have a go. Okay, so fill in the blanks, doing mild, spicy or hot. You can do this in your book underneath today's date. So I don't want you to draw it. I want you to say it out and see if you can work out the calculation. Okay, pause the video now and give it a go. Let's have a look then and go through them together. Let's see if you got them right. So we'll start with mild. How many equal groups are there? 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 equal groups. And there's 2 in each group. 1, 2. How many are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so to say it out loud, there are 3 equal groups, there are 2 in each group, there are 3 altogether. To show this as a calculation then, we would have 3 times 2, because we've got 3 times 2b's, equals 6. The division sum, we know that our biggest number comes first, so our biggest number is 6. 6 divided by 3 groups gives us 2 in each group. The repeated addition would be 2, add 2, add 2 equals 6. Give yourself a tick if you got that right. Well done. Let's move on to spicy then. How many equal groups have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 equal groups. How many are in each group? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 cars in each group. How many cars all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What multiplication sum could we do to show that? Well done. 5 times 3. We have 5 groups of 3 cars, so we have 15 altogether. The division, 15 divided by 5. So we've got 15 cars. They are divided into 5 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that gives us 3 cars in each group. The repeated addition, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, gives us 15. Give yourself a tick if you got those right. Let's look at hot then. How many equal groups have we got? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal groups. How many bottles of water have we got in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 8 equal groups with 4 in each group. How many bottles are there altogether? Did you work that out without having to count them all individually? Well done if you did. There's 32 altogether because we know that 8 times 4 gives us 32. Our division sum would be 32 divided by 8 groups, gives us 4 bottles of water in each group. And the repeated addition, 4 plus 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 4, it's a bit of a mouthful, gives us 32. 8 lots of 4 bottles gives us 32. Give yourself a tick if you got that right. Well done. The next challenge for you in your books, I want you to have a go at completing the fact families. We're really good at doing these now. I don't even have to explain them to you. Okay, so for mild, you've got 10 and 5, spicy 4 and 3, hot 15 and 10. Wow. Okay, so 10 times 5 gives us 50. That's your first one. I want you to pause the video and see how many you can do. Off you go. Okay, let's see what other multiplication sum we can do for mild. So we've got 10 times 5 equals 50. So we can also do 5 times 10 equals 50. We know that with the division sums, the highest number comes first. So we know that both of our divisions will start with 50. 50 divided by 10 is 5. Well done. Or 50 divided by 5 is 10. Well done if you got those right. Give yourself a tick. Let's have a look at the next one then. 4 times 3. And our answer is 12. 4 times 3 is 12. What other multiplication sum can we have? 3 times 4 equals 12. Well done. And then next we're going to look at our divisions. Both will start with 12 because it's the highest number. So we could have 12 divided by 4 equals 3 or 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Let's have a look at hot then. 15 times 10. Can anyone remember what we need to add on the end of our number if we're timesing by 10? Brilliant. All we need to do is add a 0. So 15 times 10 is 150. We've just added a 0 onto 15. We can also write that as 10 times 15 equals 150. And our division sums would be 150 divided by 15 equals 10, or 150 divided by 10 equals 15. Give yourself a tick if you got those right. Well done, Year 4. So we started looking at fractions yesterday. I want you to have a little think if you can remember any of the words that we used to describe the fraction. Can anyone remember what the top part or the bottom part of the fraction is called? Okay, so the top part is known as the numerator, and that is how many pieces you have, or how many pieces of the shape that we've been looking at are coloured in. The bottom of the fraction is called the denominator. An easy way to remember this is that it begins with D, and D stands for down. So if you remember that, you will always remember that the denominator is down from the numerator. Okay, so this is the whole fraction that you could have shaded in from your shape. So we're going to look at different ways to represent a fraction today. Yesterday we had a look at shading in. So here we can see that we've got 4 circles. They're all equal size and one of them is shaded in. So 1 out of 4 is shaded in, or 1/4. Another way to represent that is on a number line. This number line has 4 equal parts and one of them is shaded in. A fraction bar, this as well has 4 equal parts and the first part, the quarter, is shaded in. Or a fraction circle. We'll be coming across these later on, but here you can see 4 different parts in the circle and one of them is shaded to give us 1/4. I want you to have a look at this slide now and have a go at drawing at least 2 of them into your book. Use your ruler to make sure that your book is super neat. Okay, so I want you to do at least 2, and then you're going to shade the fraction next to the shape. Let's do the first one together. So A says that we should shade 1 out of every 6. So 1/6 of the shape should be shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see that my shape has 6 equal parts. So I'm just going to shade one of them. So I've shaded 1/6 of my shape. I want you to pause the video now and have a go at doing this yourself. Okay, let's have a look at B together. So B is the same shape as A. There are 6 equal parts, but this time it is telling us to shade 5 of the 6. So 5/6 of the shape should be shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've shaded 5/6 of my shape. Let's have a look at C. There's 8 parts to this shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's asking us to shade 5 of them. 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5/8 of my shape is now shaded. Let's have a look at the ovals then. We've got 8 ovals altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's asking us to shade 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done if you managed to get that right. There's a part 2 to this video. So what I want you to do now is draw this number line into your book. So use your ruler, draw a straight line with 4 equal parts. So pause the video whilst you copy this number line and then go and start video 2.